I'm always intrigued by the people who walk around with thinking that their cup is half empty. It's almost like it's easier to accept lack than it is to accept abundance. And I can see why that would happen to someone. You know, it has a lot to do with the way that they grew up and the things that they've exposed themselves to. But what if I told you that there's one trick, just one thing that you need to switch about the way you think that will get you from a half empty cup to a half full cup? If you're interested in changing your life and building your confidence, keep watching this video. Welcome back. Today we are filming episode 11 in this 30-day series, and the word of the day today is gratitude. But before I get into the video, I want to thank you for being here. I took some time off at the end of the year just to kind of be with my family and spend some time with them. It is New Year's Eve today. I am home alone right now. Everybody's off doing their thing. And so I'm filming this video. It's my last video for 2024, and I'm just so excited to see all the growth I'm going to experience in 2025 with all of you guys. So thank you so much for your support. Let's get to the video. Gratitude is one of those things that will immediately change the way you feel, and it will also change your outlook on life. And I'll give you one really quick example of what I mean. Sometimes we walk around, and I say sometimes we because I've been there before. We walk around thinking, oh, I only did this. Oh, I only did that. As if we didn't do enough, right? But first of all, we all only have X amount of time during the day, right? And there's really truly only so much that you can do. And if you get up and you do the things that you said that you were going to do them, and you do the things that you said that you were going to do, even if it's just one thing, if you did the one thing that you set out to do, you need to be grateful. You need to be grateful that you had the capacity to do it, that you woke up in good health and you were able to do it. You need to be grateful that you had the skill set to do it. There's just so many things to be grateful for, but living a life of gratitude is a decision that you have to make, right? It can't be, one or two options, right? It has to be the only option, the only choice, the only decision that you make every morning. Deciding to focus on the good things is what's going to keep you in that mindset of gratitude. I know people don't like to hear that there's always a silver lining, but I promise you that there always is. Even in tough times, you can be grateful for the lesson, right? Because that will keep you from making the same mistakes again. Instead of resisting the lesson and saying, okay, I'm so grateful that, it wasn't worse. What could I learn? What can I do differently? You'll make these connections in your mind that can, in the future, help you identify a similar problem coming your way, and you're able to deal with it much quicker before it becomes something that, is overwhelming. And another reason why I say gratitude is so important, it's important for everyone, but I especially think it's important for single moms to really sit down and think what gratitude means. And it's simply because when you're in a state of gratitude, you will never ever see yourself as a victim. Nothing will slow you down more in this life than seeing yourself as a victim of anything. Showing gratitude for what you already have is a great way to identify your starting point, right? I say this all the time. You can't build your future if you don't know where you're standing at today. If you don't have inventory of your life and your assets and your abilities, the only way you're able to identify all those things is to be grateful for what you already have, because it forces you to sit down and actually look at your life, look at what you can do. And then from there, you start thinking, okay, well, I want to do better. What do I need to do to get there? Well, this is my talent. I'm going to, research that a little more, educate myself a little more, and keep this train moving, because life stops for no one. Another reason why it's so important to live with a heart full of gratitude is because you will not have any room in your life for a self-pity party. That is the devil's trap. you want no part of it. Believe me when I tell you, it serves you no purpose to, again, have a victim mindset or have any type of self-pity for yourself. It's energy wasted, right? When you could be instead of taking all that energy and feeling sorry for yourself and not moving in, a positive direction, turn that on its head and be like, no, I am grateful that I can even sit here today, evaluate my life and be like, I'm not where I want to be. Where do I need to go? That is a very powerful thing, but it comes from gratitude, nothing else. You must be grateful for what you have so that you can move forward. It's kind of like gratitude just breaks you into the next level. I'll leave it at that. So today's call to action is this: take a minute and think about 3 things that you can be grateful for right now. And hold on to that energy. When you go to bed, I want you to think about those 3 things again. When you wake up in the morning, I want you to be grateful that you woke up. I want you to be grateful that you get to live another day. Be grateful for your life. However it is right now, even if it's a hard life, be grateful for it. Because there are people out there that have it much, much worse than you, and you're not there. But don't wait to get there to make the necessary changes to work on yourself and make yourself more confident and have a better life. You can start right now, today, which is changing the way you think, deciding to change the way that you think. And it's okay if, one day you're not there, something happens and you're like, just not in that gung-ho energy. But just remember, hey, I said I don't want to act that way. I said I wanted to be more grateful, decisive, have a better life, build a better life for myself, and then get back on that wagon and keep it going. And I'll end this video with this. If you have never practiced gratitude before, it might be a little bit uncomfortable at first. You might not know where to start. It might bring things up in you that you have never felt before, but acknowledge those things. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way, right? Don't just shove it to the side. This 30-day series is really to help you transform and build more confidence, right? So you might have to look in the shadows a little bit to get there, but that's okay, right? Don't say this is not for me because it makes you feel uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. And it can be a little painful too, but I promise you that at the end, on the other side of this fence is everything you've ever wanted. So don't let anyone stop you, not even you. I'll see you in the next video. Actually, I'll see you in 2025. Take care. Bye.